Hey there, I'm neocatzeo, and this is my impression of and opinion on Besiege. Besiege, a game by Spiderling Studios based out of the UK. The game recently emerged from Steam Greenlight, is available for Windows, and is planned for the Linux and Mac platforms. This is an early access title. The game is best described as a sandbox physics puzzle game featuring, quote, combustible livestock. Let's take a look, shall we? Welcome to Besiege. Okay, so as I said, the game is more or less a sandbox physics puzzle game. The game really centers around you, the player, creating a sort of medieval siege machine that's designed level to level to tackle different objectives that they throw in front of you. So I guess in this first opening level, I'm tasked with basically just destroying something. So I basically just have to go over there or shoot something over there to destroy this house. Very simple. And that's what I'll do. So the whole interface really is set up for you to kind of control the simulation and to basically build your machine. I can press play up here in the top left corner when I want to actually make things active and move around, once I create my machine. So I guess the first thing I should do then is, well, create something. I guess with this particular level, the first thing to do would be to obviously create something with wheels and kind of just move over there. Maybe put a gun on it or something. So down here I have all my blocks. There's different categories for different things: flying, weapons, mechanical stuff like gears, wheels. The mainstay, which is the wooden block, kind of ties everything together. Alright, so this is the source block. This is where you start from, your anchor, let's say. Everybody starts from one of those. So I just need to basically make a framework of some kind, something that can attach wheels to. Let's see what we got. I'm going to put wheels on the front, and I'm probably going to put wheels in the back. I found, having played this for a little while, that it's usually best to have the steering in the back. Wheels have a tendency of popping off. I don't know. You might find it different. You might have a different sort of style, let's say. Well, let's see. So I got to find the wheels. Here they are. Okay. I like to put the unpowered wheels in the front, so they just basically turn. But a motor wheel, so this is where the power will come from. I can't just attach it. I've got to put a steering hinge. So when I press the arrow keys, these hinges will turn, and the game's, I guess, smart enough to turn them the correct way to make them work in just the way that I want them to work. So there I go. I've got my framework. I've got some wheels, and if I can push this button to bring everything down on the ground. Probably best. I don't want the thing to bounce around. It'll break. It's very fragile. If I just press play, simulation's active, and I can kind of just move around. Looks like the controls, the wheels are turning the wrong way, but left is right, right's left. But basically, I can move around and stuff, and if I go and I just tap that, I guess the level will be done, assuming that I can knock it over. But let's go ahead and just add something clever to the front. Let's put a gun on front. So what happens here is I can press different buttons. So it says C will fire all the cannons. So I have one cannon. If I put two, it'll fire them both. So I just put a cannon there. I press C, it'll fire it. So I activate the simulation again, and I can do that as much times as I want. I press C, cannon fires. Aiming's kind of bad though, and I didn't do anything. I probably could have ended the level again just by running into the thing, because this is a pretty easy level. This is the first level. Let's go and just add a few extras. So I'll put there's an undo button. Very helpful. Alright, so I just put a couple of extra cannons here. There's no currency. I'm not running out of credits here. I can put pretty much as much stuff as I want. This little framework box here kind of just says, oh, you can only build within this box. So I can't really build a huge, crazy machine that's outside these boundaries. I kind of have to keep it within. And this box will basically be there for each level, but you can turn it off. There's certain game modes where you can actually do that. Alright, let's see. What do I want? Do I want a flamethrower? Do I want a bomb? Well, I don't think there's going to be anything helpful. Let's put a bunch of spikes on the front. There you go. Excellent. There is a scoop, but the scoop is really tall, and this frame really wouldn't support it. I'd have to have some extra stuff on top. Alright, so I put 3 cannons and a bunch of spikes. You know what? I'm not really too fond of these spikes. I want to just beef them up just a little bit. So the spikes will kind of just be there, and you know, I guess if you're running stuff, you'll poke it with the spikes. What I really want is to add something. Ah, here we go. I think this is it. What I'm going to do is add a piston. And what a piston will do is basically just push out. It kind of works like in Minecraft. Not exactly the same, but quite similar. Okay, so I believe if I push H, it'll tell me right here. If I push H, no, here we go. It'll just activate them all. So the one button just activates all the blocks. Okay, so I'm going to reactivate the simulation, and I'm just going to push H. Look at that. So not only do I have spikes, I've got spikes that kind of stick out. And another thing here is you can see the thing is kind of wobbling. So whatever you build, the big thing about this is kind of like Kerbal. Stuff's kind of fragile, and there's different ways of building it where it'll actually work and won't fall apart on you. And there's like 100,000 ways where it'll just completely tear apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, this is a reinforcing brace. I'm just going to go underneath and kind of just add a few of those. Alright, hopefully it won't wobble around as much. Yeah, it's a bit more sturdy. It's not 100%. The wheels will still pop off pretty easy, especially if I start hitting stuff. Alright. Oh, I thought it was active, and I just tried to move it. Okay. Alright, so am I lined up? I'm lined up. Good. Okay. So I kind of like go over here and be like, oh, look at this shot. Hey, YouTube. Alright. And I just shot the house, and I think I can still control. Yep. And I can kind of come in like this and kind of plow through everything. You only get one shot with the cannon. So you push that little C button and they all fire. There's different attacks, different types of weapons. Alright, so now on to level 2. Let's see what we have here. Again, it's just a destroy mission. But it's raised up this time. So now it's like, well, if I just go like this and push C. Look, I missed. How am I going to break that? Well, I'm going to have something that aims up. Now, I could just make a machine. Let's see here. This button here will move it up a bit. And I could just do something cheesy, like add a block here. And just start the simulation. Now, the wheels don't really work. But I am raised up a little bit. You know, I could do something like that. There's a lot of that. You'll find that there's a lot of little cheesy stuff that you can do. I kind of feel like I cheated here a bit. But you know, the cannonballs, obviously they went higher. It hit the thing, and I ended the level. I achieved the objective, as they say. And I broke part of my machine too. Anyway, I guess we'll move on. I don't have a lot of time, so I guess we'll just move on. Okay, so this particular level adds a few extra mechanics. A lot of the levels actually have AI in them where they're doing different things. Some levels will have people on the ground. They'll just mob rush your machine, start beating it down on it, and your machine will start falling apart eventually. These guys, which are up on these walls here, are archers, and they're going to start basically just firing on me. And they're pretty bad. Stuff will start falling apart fairly quickly. There's a bomb right there, and there's a town back here. So I guess what this level is trying to demonstrate is certain structures, like stone structures, not every type of weapon is going to be able to deal with them. So if I go down and I activate everything and I just shoot it, cannonballs did nothing. So I have to use an explosive of some kind to actually take this down. There's an explosive here which I can make use of. I can smack it with something and it'll explode and it'll help. But generally speaking, a stone structure, you really can't do much. And as you can see, these guys are firing on me, and I'm taking damage, and eventually stuff is just going to start falling apart. Look at that, I broke right there. My axle's gone, and if I just, look at that, see, I'm falling off. So these guys are pretty bad. They're trying to be an obstacle and to take me down, make things difficult. Okay, so I guess this particular machine, not effective for this particular type of level. I have to build another type of machine. Hello again. Okay, so I've managed to load in something crazy that I created, which basically is a cannon slash, I don't know, catapult rig, let's say. Okay, so where to begin? Well, I have a whole bunch of cannons up here, and hopefully, my plan at least, is to fire them all, hopefully hit the bomb and detonate the bomb, and that should take out each of these guys. And then, if that works, then I can just sort of, I don't know, get around here and blow these up without me having to rush. And because I'm going to have to position the catapult correctly to try to take out the building, and that could be kind of tricky. Even on my own time, I might just plain out miss. So let's see how it goes. Alright, I've activated simulation. Looks like I'm reasonably lined up. Okay, so I just fired my cannons. So I push C, they all fire at the same time. I don't really have an option, at least that I've been able to see, where I can only fire a couple of them. Oh, and look at that. I've lost my ammunition. Well, let's try it again. Okay, that worked this time. Now I haven't lost my fireball. I think that's what that's called. So I'm just going to kind of ease around. I hope I don't break away my wheels here. There's probably better ways to create wheels. You could probably use a steering block, which will twist things around a bit better. Right now, if I turn my wheels too much, they'll hit parts of the rig and they will pop off. So I have to watch out. All right, so I'm out of cannon shots. I can't use them anymore, and I'm just going to kind of, oops. I'm just going to kind of get into position. So this is raised up. I can't just run it over. I can't run into it. I have to find another way. So my way is to take a cannon. I'm going kind of close. Alright. I think that I'm in a good position. I probably could be back here, you know, especially if I wanted to take like some sort of gratuitous shot or video of the whole thing. I think I pressed L to launch the cannon. So I guess the way this kind of works is I have a hinge. This is free moving, a little arm here, and these are springs, and these will contract when I hold L, and they'll pull it down. The whole thing will launch up, and this little ball, which is technically detached in the holder, will kind of just fly off here. That's the whole concept of the catapult. And of course, I've got the necessary bracing to make that happen. Let's see. All right. Perfect. And, well, it's not perfect. It came apart, but I should be able to complete the level now. Let's see. Like I said, I should probably be able to run into this and take it out. Excellent. So I don't think that this particular rig is anywhere near necessary, or capable rather of actually completing this mission. But let's give it a shot nonetheless. So I'm just going to launch my bomb here, and now these guys are basically beating on me. And as you can see, the arrows are coming in, and I'm taking damage, and I'm about to fall apart. So I'll fire my cannons. Yeah, they were devastating, but as you can see, I'm still in a lot of trouble. And if I try to run these guys over, it'll work a little bit, but I think the rig will start falling apart. And as you can see here, I can't move, so they've kind of stopped me. Alright, as you can see, I've completely fallen on my face. Where this machine was perfect for the last level, this new level has completely different objectives. The machine is entirely ineffective. I'm going to have to design something vastly different in order to tackle this particular level. The game also features a much larger sandbox level with many advanced physics simulations not seen in the campaign mode, where you can run wild. Many of the more popularized clips of the game are from this mode. What do I think of Besiege? Well, it's an addictive puzzle game. Like Minecraft or Kerbal Space Program, I find my time vanishing quickly as I'm sucked into building clever machines and repeatedly testing them. This is an excellent idea. It's set up extremely well. However, it's an early access title. I was able to complete the campaign's 15 levels in as little as 3 hours. That's with a ton of screwing around. The menu lists a ton of levels that aren't even implemented. The game is really short. There is no multiplayer mode. A battle mode would be the greatest thing ever. The game has optimization problems. It runs fantastic when you build small machines, but if you get just a little bit bigger, the simulation slows to a crawl. Most of the levels are fairly small, but the sandbox level is big and it runs just fine, so it's certainly an issue with machine physics. The options menu is fairly limited. Thankfully, though, the defaults were okay. It's really too early to consider this game a good buy. There's not enough content. But then again, the game was only $10, so it's really hard to say no. As I said, the game is early access, so I'm sure most of these issues will eventually be worked out. When that happens, this game will be a must-buy for just about everybody. I'm neocatzeo, and this has been Besiege. Hey YouTube, I'm neocatzeo. Thanks for watching my video. If you like what you see, don't forget, like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And thanks for supporting my channel.